the Average Hockey Fan here, and the Habs win. They break the 4-game losing streak. Great win. Great game for Kotkaniemi with 2 assists. Great game for Domi. He almost had a Gordie Howe hat-trick. Jordy Ben was looking like Wayne Gretzky in his prime at the end of the game with that play that he made to the Tatar. It was amazing. He looked like a magician. I was so happy with Jordy Ben with that. Who else had a good game? Nate Thompson looked amazing. Beautiful back check at one point. Great face-off win at the end of the game. Philip Deneau was out for family reasons for Montreal. Artemi Panarin was out with illness. Some classy comments by John Tortorella. If you didn't hear him, go check out TSN that he made about Panarin earlier today. A great win for Montreal, 3-2 over Columbus. Let's get into the numbers. Let's get into the stats. As for Columbus, they had 32 shots on goal. They were 0 for 2 under power play, 3 for 3 under penalty kill, 46% under face-offs, 28 hits. Bobrovsky had 900 save percentage and let in 3 goals on 32 shots. As for Montreal, they had 3 goals in the game, 32 shots faced, 0 for 3, abysmal power play once again, so it's going to drop to like 12.7, 12.5 or something. Terrible. They're definitely last in the league on the power play now. They had to be. Penalty kill, 2 for 2, of course. Face-off percentage, 57.4%, and 36 hits. Price with a 930 save percentage. A great game for Price. Some big saves down the stretch. He didn't have to have a bunch of huge saves, but he made some quality saves down the stretch. Columbus looked good at one point in the second period. Columbus controlled the second period. He looked really good, but in the third, Montreal came to play for sure. Now, in the first period, Max Domi had a nice pass up from Mike Riley. He comes in, he scores on the backhand. Max Domi passes his career high in points. He almost had a Gordie Howe hat-trick tonight because he had a good fight with Foligno too, where they ended up, Foligno landed a few blows, fell on top of Domi. He's a lot bigger than Domi. Domi held his own that one. It was retaliation for a hit that he had on Mike Riley, where Mike Riley got smoked in against the boards, hit his face. After that, Paul Byron, returning from injury, scores a goal, assisted by Shea Weber and Sperry Kotkaniemi. Big goal for Byron. Good to see him produce him right away. Said in my earlier thing when I said he came back, I expect him to produce right away. He did it before when he came back from injury, and he did it when he came back from suspension. After that, in the second period, there was only one goal. It was by Josh Anderson, who had a big night tonight. Came up with a pass from Foligno. He looked like he was going to go glove side or over the glove on Price. Price had the glove hand up to stop it, and he went under the arm mid-net. Nice goal. The commentators commented on it, and that was assisted by Foligno. Third period, it was 2-1. I was hoping Montreal would get the insurance goal or go up 3-1 just to have stretched the lead a bit. They came out firing. They looked great at the beginning of the third period. Kotkaniemi was all over the ice. Though Drouin wasn't on the board, he had a very strong game too. He was flying everywhere. They just couldn't get it going. And then down comes the ice, and down comes Columbus on the other end. Anderson and Foligno were going back and forth, and Foligno manages to get it past Price with the assist from Anderson, and it's 2-2. But after that, the heroics of Jordy Ben kicks in. Jordy Ben says, you know what? I'm not going to stand up here at the point and pass it in or shoot a wrist shot. I'm going to come down by the side of the net. I'm going to play around with the puck a little, have everybody look at me, look like I'm like Sidney Crosby or Connor McDavid over here while I'm deking with the puck. And all of a sudden, he zips it past Gallagher, past 2 defenders, directly onto Tatar's stick. Tatar barely had to do anything but just slightly nudge it in the net. Beautiful gimme. 4x8 cage just waiting for Tatar, and Jordy Ben with some great late heroics. They shut the game down after that. Columbus had a few chances, nothing really scary. Tatar had a good chance to end it on a breakaway with about 1 minute 30 seconds left. Unfortunately, didn't score. Bobrovsky did have a solid game because Montreal had plenty quality chances. But yes, big win for Montreal. I was super impressed. Good to see Kotkaniemi getting 2 assists, getting back in the score sheet. Max Domi has been on fire the past few games. Good to see him standing up for his teams. It was kind of a dumb play because he knew that they were going to get a power play out of it. He didn't have to fight Foligno. It takes off a good player on the ice, and Montreal could use a power play goal. But it's good to see Domi standing up for his teammates at the same time, and it didn't hurt the team. Big win for Montreal. Torts looked right. Columbus looked absolutely gutted, and Montreal looked oh so happy with that win. I thought it was going to go to overtime, and when Ben pulled it off in the end, that pass to the Tatar, I was pumped. It was a huge goal. I pretty much knew after that was over just the way Montreal was playing. Mete looked really good tonight. He had a couple of good chances too. The Mete and Weber combination was looking great tonight. They were all over the ice, and Price was solid when he needed to be. So the streak is over, guys. Montreal, no more losing for Montreal. Hopefully it's all winning from now on. And other good news is Carolina lost, so Montreal is now 3 points up on Carolina. Pittsburgh did win, so Montreal's still in that first wild card spot, but Pittsburgh's right up their ass, same amount of points, so it's going to be down to Montreal, Pittsburgh, Carolina by the looks of it, because Buffalo lost again tonight, unless some team's going to pull out a big run, so those are the 3 teams we really got to watch. Big win for Montreal tonight. Hope you liked the video, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. A little bit tired here, a little bit excited after that game. I cannot wait for the next game. Look forward to my next review for the next game. I'll see you soon, folks. This is Mr. Average Hockey Fan, over and out. Have a great night, folks. I know I did.